Good evening, it's Heather with R-Rated Reviews, and I'm going to start a new project tonight. But maybe some of you might be interested in it, especially since I've never done this before, and I think it might be fun. So I need to replace that gnarly fake tile in the bathroom behind the toilet and along the wall under the window. And I'm not tearing that out and drywalling. I just don't have it in me. So I was going to get wainscoting. I've always loved wainscoting, especially with a nice chair rail. But once I looked at it, I'm like, I'm so sick of it. But I found they had these almost like a judge's panel, but it was so thin and flimsy that I bought all the pieces and the makings to create my own wainscoting judge's panel type thing on the wall. So check this out. This sheet is like it's a really thin. Let me turn this light on. I cleaned my shop a little bit. I moved things around, made some space, did some pallets. Ralphie's here visiting tonight. Say hi, Ralphie. Ralphie. Anyway, this is like $17 or $18 a sheet. It's about the same thickness as wainscoting, but it's shiny. I'm going to paint it anyway. But I purchased this stuff. It's up here. Oop. First, I'm going to lay it out. I laid it out in the store to get some ideas on what materials I needed and how it was going to look. But I'm going to lay it out again because the wall behind the toilet is 31¼ inches wide, long, and the wall from the back of the toilet to the shower under the window is 53½ inches in length. Let me double check that. Just saw a tape measure. And it's in the package because I can't get it out. I hate that stupid shit. So, I think this is 4x8, but I think the wall height is like 42, 43. Yeah, it's 48. So I just have to take a sliver off of it. I'm going to decide if I'm going to put 2 panels on the back wall and then 3 on the window wall, or if I'm going to do like 1 3/4 on the toilet wall and 2 3/4 on the window wall. I'm thinking that I might actually, because I want it to be balanced and even. Stop it. And I don't want it to look like it's off kilter. And I think it's going to look funny if it's not spaced evenly. So if I have to, I'm going to have a judge's panel in the corner, and it's going to get cut, and it's just going to continue. So I'm going to lay it out and see how it looks. And since the floor is clean and swept and empty and has room, I'm going to lay that sheet out on the floor and do my measurements nice and flat. Once I cut it, I'm going to see if maybe I put a piece up against a wall and then the other one on the floor to see what the corner is going to look like before I decide if I'm going to cut those panels or not. Even when I have room, I have no room. So I really do need to get this tape measure out so that I can't keep using that little one. I just wish they wouldn't do stupid shit like this. How the fuck to get this out? Just rip it out. Pencil. Speed square. The fucking frog. Alright. Oh, shit. I couldn't see my pencil line. Of course I can't see my pencil line, but it wasn't marking on the shiny very well, so I used a marker. I'm just going to cut it anyway. Okay. I'm tired, and I'm going to finish this another day. So, I'm going to take a shower and go to bed. But I'm going to show you what I did so far. It's pretty cool. I think you'll get the gist of what it is I'm trying to do. So I split one whole section. I don't think I'm going to split a box in the corner the way I thought. It's going to be too difficult, and I think it's going to look funny. If I have to make if I need to make a second box that's the short wall, then I'll have one full one that continues in the same space as the big wall, and then I'll just have it stop up against the cabinet even if it's an unfinished box. So, unfinished box. I had to put a chicken in timeout. That's what the dog grates for. This one, naughty girl. She was picking on all the other chickens. They were running around getting scared. So I was like, stop it, and she wouldn't stop. So I caught her ass and I put her in timeout for the night. Okay. The top piece, the extra piece that you see at the top, that's going to cut off because it only needs to be 40 inches in height.
I have 3 even sections where they measure 14 1/4 inch wide and 30 inches in height. So I took an inch off of each side, actually an inch and an eighth off of each side. So it came out to 2 1/4 inches off the 14 1/4. So the box inside is going to be 12 inches wide and 30 inches long. 33, excuse me, 33. It took an inch off the length. This will be, I got one cut done. I messed up this one. And then I said I'm tired. I might even get another piece of this thin stuff and make a square box in the middle and glue it in so that it looks like a raised middle. But it'll go on the wall like this. But I'm tired. I need a shower. My hair still smells good. It's just dirty. There's dirt coming out of it. I'm covered in dirt. Literally. So, to be continued. I'm back on another night. But I thought I looked cute today. Until I got this dot in the video. And I look like a fucking Pebbles of fucking Wilma. What the fuck? I'm so disappointed right now. It does not video well. I hope it looks better in person. I wanted to show you the shadow boxes that I made. They're cut for one whole wall. And let me switch this. Stop! Hold on. Stop it! Get over there. Sorry. The chickens are being so bad tonight. I have another one in timeout. They are ruthless tonight. The OGs are just picking on the new ones. Like, I've been playing bouncer for like an hour and a half. The top piece still has to get cut off. So this is the top here. And then there's the bottom. They're just laying here. And I still have to do the other one over there. But I wanted to try to piece this one in and see how it looks before I do another one. So this is going to go on the wall in the bathroom. And then I have chair rail and base molding that came in a kit that will go at the top and the bottom. Here we go with the no fucking room in here. No fucking room. I had to cut all of this last night with the fucking chop saw on the floor. So this is going to be the chair rail and the base molding. They're loose. I think I'm going to wind up, I'm going to glue them and then use my nail gun. Poof, 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 poof. I don't feel like, I look like a fucking, I'm a caveman. I'm a caveman. I'm going to go inside. I came into the bathroom to show you where I'm putting it because the other half of the downstairs of my house is fucking dark. I have one breaker turned off. One. And I don't have lights in 4 fucking rooms. And that's also my bathroom breaker. This is where the shadow boxes are going to go. I was going to tear all this out. I'm also working on the copper pendants to get this finished. Because I don't know how many people are coming, but I invited like 90 people to my house in like less than fucking 2 weeks. For a 300-pound pig roast. I have a band coming. And I can't get anything done. I want to at least do the things that I can do. I was going to tear that out. Didn't want to get involved with fucking drywall and all kinds of stupid shit. So I was just going to take this out and put the wainscoting with the shadow boxes right under it. I talked to TJ tonight and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I have chair rail for the top and base molding for the bottom, but I'm not even taking this out. I'm going to take the toilet paper holder out. I'm going to glue this with PL Premium right to that fucking faux tile shit and call it a fucking day. I mean, what difference does it make? You're not going to see it. And it's so thin, I can't go that way. It's fucking dark. So, my kitchen lights went out today. No fucking idea why. They're not even on the breaker with the one breaker that's turned off. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put the board on first on this wall because I don't know if anything in this house is level. So I could put I could put all the shadow boxes on, it could be perfect, and then I could put it in, and the floor could be off. So, and I'm not going to just stick a level on the floor. The walls might not be plumb. So what I'm going to do is install the plain board on here. And then I'm going to easily attach the top pieces that go across the top, the bottom, and then in between. I'm going to put all those on. Once that's on, it's 35 inches from the top of the bottom piece to the bottom of the top piece. I took 2 inches off and made the side strips for the shadow box 33 inches. So it should be 1 inch from the top and the bottom. There might need to be a little bit of room for some adjustments because I don't want to get them all installed and then have one of them a little higher than the other or have one crooked. I think what's best is I'm going to draw pencil lines across the bottom and then install the bottom pieces and then do the same with the sides. They're 14¼ inch wide from the inside of each of the trim pieces. I made the width of the shadow box 12 inches. It was 14¼ I made them 12. So it's 2¼ inches off of the sides, which means 1 1/8 of an inch from either side should be where those are placed. But I want to make sure it looks correct to the eye as well. I'll draw lines also, and then I'll put them on, and then make sure it looks okay. And then I'm going to paint it. I mean, it's shiny anyway, but I'm not putting it up like that. I need to get this house in order before I have all these people come here. And it needs to be heatherfied. It needs to be pretty. I can't invite these people here and then say, oh yeah, I do all this stuff. And then my house looks like the fucking cobbler's kids with no shoes. I took time off from outside work so I can do residential work. So I'm going to start installing the shadow boxes. I've been listening to a new song I heard on a loop all night. It's my new anthem. Shabuzi, Good News. I feel like that guy was peeking through my fucking windows when he wrote that song. Nothing in this house is ever easy. Not ever. It is the day before the party, and I am so behind schedule. I'm already taking big shit off the list. But this little wainscoting wall that should have been kind of easy peasy, a little intricate, I couldn't cut the corner of just wainscoting over that fucking tile. Because every time I try to cut a corner, I'm reminded of why I always say you don't save time cutting corners. It was not working. So I had to take it all off. I'm starting over. And I'm going to do it the right way. And now it'll be quicker and easier, right? No. Because nothing in this fucking house is ever easy. Because the moron that fucking did the work here. I'm just going to show you. Got all that off. This little piece right here is holding me up and costing me ridiculous amounts of time. Why? Because it's not fucking drywall. He fucking put wood behind there and then glued the fucking tile on with some sort of mastic stretchy. I can't. I smashed those fucking tiles. Smashed them. And I'm using a pry bar and a fucking hammer. And I can't get those fucking tiles off. I don't have time to go get a fucking heat gun and heat that up. But, come on. Really? Just why? Why the fuck is there a piece of wood instead of drywall? Why? I mean, I'm not even going to talk about the rest of it. Just, why? Watch this. Are you fucking kidding me? I need this. I need a fucking hole in my head. And I can't leave it like that now. Can't fucking leave it like that. I have no words for how fucking upset I am with this right now. I still have to build the roasting box for the pig because the guy who opened up this can of worms with have a pig roast. I have a roasting box. Turns out his is not big enough for this fucking 300-pound pig I have coming. So now I have to build
the roasting box. There's so much to do. And now I fucking have that. And I started that a week ago, so there should have been plenty of time. Nope. Good morning. It's early. I just got up. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I had to get up to cook a pig. Today's the party. I got some of this done. It's coming along. At least now you can see what it is I was trying to do. I wound up having to get the heat gun out to get those tiles off. I could have just kept fighting City Hall, but it wasn't going to happen. I just had to cut the back plate to the heat vent, and I painted the vent. So the toilet paper dispenser can go either where that circle is or anywhere on this wall since it's all wood. But I think it's coming out okay. I have to paint it, finish the other shadow box. I have to clean my whole house. Everything's a mess. I just wanted to show you the shadow boxes. I think they're pretty cool. Check them out from here. They're going to look pretty, aren't they? And I'll just continue on the back wall at some point. I do have a new tool coming up soon. I bought the automatic 18-volt caulk gun from Ryobi. I've been using it to do the construction adhesive. I'd rather get used to using it a little bit more, but it's pretty basic. It works well. I'll do a review on that shortly. I am very excited because I finally finished one of the shadow box walls, and I've been working on it since before the pig roast, obviously. My videos are not going to be in order, and I wanted to show it to you because it looks pretty cool. Technically, I could do a little cleanup with some like spots where you can see glue, but I'm not even right now. It's painted and my toilet paper holder's back on. So I thought my shadow boxes came out pretty good. The floor is a mess. I think I got construction adhesive. I can't even clean it. I think I did it on purpose because I knew I was replacing the floor and that's going to motivate me to do it faster. I'm happiest about my toilet paper being back up because I was storing it. Like I was just leaving it on the counter here next to the toilet. But then if I had to open the cabinet, I would move it down the countertop. So I'd move it from here to down here, and I would forget to put it back. And then I'd have to do the penguin walk to go get my fucking toilet paper. Oh, and I got one of my copper pendants, the ones that I was telling you I made. I got one up. So this is, I do have to take it back down and finish putting the holes in it. Because there are like all these little holes inside to let light through. Let me see if I can turn the other light off. Is it that one? No, this one. So when I put the rest of the holes in, it'll, like that. You'll see the little speckles on the ceiling, but I really love the patina color that it came out with. I think it came out pretty cool. And then these are the ones that are going to go up here. So I just have to get them. I have to disconnect the wiring, but I loved how the patina came out on this also. It looks like a little map. And the color is really pretty for the, it's like a really pretty turquoisey color, like a teal. And they're not exactly the way I thought they'd come out, but for the first time ever making them, I was pretty happy with how they came out. They're just like, they're artisan. They're local artisan. I can just tell them like somebody in like town made them, and they're unique. So I'm really excited. I can finally get to show you the shadow boxes. And my toilet paper dispenser's is back up. The new one. More ceramic in the wall, and it is the hammered copper. I moved it over a little because this is a tight area, and I didn't want it to hit my knees. I love those shadow boxes. Really, I do. I have to caulk a couple of spots because do you remember when I was telling you guys that I didn't want to put the shadow boxes together on the back on the backer board because I wanted to do it while it was on the wall in case something was uneven? Well, it turns out the floor was pretty level. The window is slightly askew. So over here, it goes like that. And then over here, there's a small gap. So I have to caulk in there. And then I just have to caulk around the heater, the vent, and like around the tub. I really want to do the tile in the tub and the new shower head. Why finish one project when I can start 5? Oh, by the way, I painted the outside of the house. Not done with it yet, but I got a lot of it done in 3 days, and it's like Aquafresh. I can't show it to you right now because it's dark out, but I just wanted to finish showing you my shadow boxes because I finally finished. I've never made those before. I like them. I made them from scratch, and I'm pretty happy with how they came out.
So if you guys have questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And I will be back shortly with an unboxing and a demo on another repeat product. I'll see you guys soon.